So, The Monkey. The Monkey is the newest film from the mind of both Stephen. Well, I wouldn't say it's new from Stephen King. It is based on a short story, but it is directed by Osgood Perkins, and it's a story, but by Osgood Perkins. I'm gonna start this off by making the obvious statement that I actually thoroughly enjoyed Long Legs, and I actually rewatched it the night before seeing The Monkey just to regather my thoughts. And they're pretty much the same. Did it move down a tier just a tad on like the third rewatch? Yeah, but I suppose that's to be expected. Nonetheless, I still thoroughly enjoyed it, and so it would probably not come as a big surprise that the Monkey was on my anticipated movies for the beginning of this year, and it's a lot of fun. I think that, that is I think the biggest compliment I can give this film is a lot of fun. Uh, it's not the deep film that Longlegs was, if that wasn't obvious by the trailer. Um, I don't know. I don't really know where to go with this review almost because there are certain elements that feel like spoilers that I suppose I am going to attempt to dance around. And yeah, the first half of this film with the characters that we are given, or maybe it's not even the first half, maybe the first third of this film. I honestly didn't really care for. D- there were some, aspects of the comedy that I did think were funny and I they were appreciated, but the characters themselves, and it's nothing against even the actors who are playing them or anything like that. There is one character, the mother. I did enjoy her character, but our two main characters, I personally in the first third just did not care for them. And that's fine because once we hit a certain point in the story, it did get better. When we get introduced, and again, not getting into spoilers here, I don't think this is a spoiler. When we get introduced to Theo James for the first time, I'll say this about Theo James. I think he did an alright job. Um, there are almost aspects of this performance that of his performance in some form that remind me of what Nicolas Cage did in Longlegs. I know that probably sounds super weird, but I think the term overacting can almost be used for this film because that's to me that it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, there are a couple of cameos in this film. Uh, let me say that as well. That I was more than thrilled by the opening scene in particular. I absolutely loved. The opening scene is a lot of fun. With specifically with the cameo that it involves, and especially right now, in pop culture, and yeah, I don't want to give it away, but it's a lot of fun. There is another cameo, notable cameo, later on that I think is more known, but I'm still not going to speak on it just in case people don't know. Well, I guess there's technically three cameos, by people that people would recognize. The third cameo that I'm thinking of is probably less well known, unless you know the people who are making this film. If you know, you know, just from that. But no, this film's a lot of fun. The last thing I want to talk about with this film, um, is almost the obvious, is the gore aspect. I was surprised of the levels that they went here. I had a ton of fun with it. Um, I'm pretty sure 90% of it's CGI, but honestly, it's not bad. Though there's some CGI that is a little unrealistic, but a lot of the CGI isn't that bad. Really, I was fine with it. I'm not even gonna lie. But the door is a lot of fun. Again, the big word with this movie is fun. Much different than Long Legs. Oh, one other aspect before I get out of y'all's hair. There is one other plot line in this film. It's small, but it does come in to a peak towards the end that just feels almost like a Stephen King trope, which, no surprise, I didn't buy the character involved in this extra plot line. And that's okay because the way that it ended was honestly funny enough. The kill was funny enough where I'm like, I was fine with it, but it just felt like a Stephen King thing. And if you've seen it and you know Stephen King, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, no. I mean, go check out the monkey for yourself. I would say it probably would be better to wait and see it on streaming or whatever. Though, I don't think it's a horrible idea to support, Osgood Perkins. I think, I, I mean, 2 movies into his filmography personally, I think he's I was going to say fantastic. You know what? He is a fantastic director. I really like him. And this movie also shares a metaphor for some of his life. And, I really respect Oscar Perkins a lot. But yeah, no, thank you guys all for watching. Of course, The Monkey for me gets a 3 out of 5. It's worth a watch. It's fun. The opening scene is killer, and yeah, no, it's dumb fun. All right, peace out. Like and subscribe.